trying to do that to survive. So guess what? That's a form of genocide right there, man. Okay? And he's pushing that forth. He's pushing forth that agenda. So he's going to be the instrument that's going to bring forth that racial divide that's going to be used as the instrument of bringing forth martial law upon this place, man. It's going to be a damn beautiful thing, man. Because I say, look, bring it on. Because when that martial law is brought forth, okay, when those racial division lines come forth into light, okay, when that comes forth into light, guess what, man? The law's going to be coming back soon, man, because the means of control that they're going to come as a result of that is going to be what? It's going to be the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. They're going to be saying, okay, this is the solution, okay, for all of these people coming up and rising up against what? Against their authorities, man. Here's the RFID chip. Here's them stormtroopers. But see, here's the thing that was brought forth to my mind. Them stormtroopers ain't going to go home, man. Okay? Them martial law or police force, that ain't gonna go home. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the new way of doing things after that. The RFID chip is gonna be just the new way of doing things after that. See, martial law is actually gonna be the new way, the new world order. When if they were to achieve that, we know through the scriptures that they're only gonna get so far, and when he's about to fill his belly, that's when the Most High is gonna destroy him, man. Okay, so it says over 60 years later, another group took the name we charged genocide and brought their concerns to the United Nations. Once again, it says showing how systematic inequalities and oppression had not gone away in ensuing decades, man. It says in appearing before the United Nations in late November, right, this group of activists presented a report documenting a repeated and disturbing pattern of violence and killings of blacks, okay, and Latino youths by the Chicago Police Department. And now it's just dealing with the police department, man. Okay, that's just the dudes that they license to have guns. What about the dudes that they don't license to have guns, man? Okay, so this systematic inequality that you have out there within the United States, that's all an instrument used as a means of what? Of ethnic cleansing, man, to keep you as genocide, man, which is going to be pretty much the title of this whole run, this whole set. Okay, going to show you that you got dudes out there that they're going to fall in love with this society, man. You're going to fall in love with the society, and your kids down the road are getting lynched, man. Okay, because the modern form of getting lynching the nigga is you're gonna choke him, you're gonna wear a police badge, you're gonna choke the nigga, okay? Alright, and you're gonna post up the video on YouTube. That's the modern version of lynching the nigga. Okay, that's the modern version. See, it's a new thing, but really it's an old thing, man. Okay, there ain't nothing new underneath the sun. That's how the Most High set this thing up to go, man. He set it up to where things was gonna repeat themselves and repeat themselves and repeating themselves. And from the beginning of Esau's rulership to the end of his rulership, he's gonna be killing you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. Okay, because he is not your friend, man. He is your enemy. Okay, and this document, all right, and the scriptures, all right, are proof of that. And also too, you got other proofs and so on and so forth. You got the black woman walking with Esau. How fitting, okay? Here it is. You got all them things happening out there within the society, man. But you see, those were all going to be proofs of what is documented within the scriptures, man. Okay, and what's said within the scriptures is that Esau is not your friend, man. He is your enemy, man. Okay, and he's going to destroy you even with the sword destruction. That's why the scripture says within the Micah, the 2nd chapter and the 10th verse, arise, ye depart, because this is not your rest. The only way you're going to leave this way is what the scripture says within the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. Okay, which is what? Which is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, being the stability of the times, the fear of the Lord, stability of the times, man. Hey, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. Okay, the fear of the Lord is gonna be the treasure to what? To get you to pay for your trip out of here, man. Okay, so let's get back into these scriptures right here. Before I call it a day, make a few last closing statements and that. Okay, about 8 minutes. Okay, so it says here, 49% of all black men, okay, and 46% of all black women have had some form of heart disease in the United States. Okay, it says once medicine medicine mistakenly attributed to sub-Saharan genetic disposition for hypertension. Okay. However, a World Health Organization study compared the blood pressure, okay, and this goes into it, man, the blood pressure of blacks from the sub-Saharan Africa and the Caribbean, and the studies found that the following gradient from lowest to highest. This is African African, Caribbean, and American. It says a racial mixture study of blood pressures by the Harvard Genetics, which studied over 1,000 subjects, found no connection between the sub-Saharan African ancestry and hypertension. Okay, so that's another instrument that they use. Okay, they falsely medicate Jake. Okay, like I said, they'll put the flu vaccines within the schools. Okay, they'll say these diseases are attributed to these people, and all of them medicines are doing is destroying you, man. Okay, let's go to the last point. It says E.T. you know E.T. the TV show for kids. He said would quickly learn that 1 of 8 incarcerated people in the world is an African American. So what's E.T. gonna learn? Basically, they're building a picture of what black man is a criminal. 1 of 8 people in prison, and within this whole world is African American. That's a large percentage, man. Okay, that's a large percentage, man. But that goes to show you what they have set up a system. Okay, they have set up a system that's going to be beneficial to them, and what's beneficial to them is you being a criminal, man. Okay, you being a criminal, and we're gonna put you in these prisons, man. That's why the vast majority of them prisons are filled up with what? Predominantly the Negro men. Okay, you got Negro, Hispanic, and Native Americans, but it's predominantly you Negroes, man. Okay, you Israelites, man. Judah is predominantly Judah, man. Okay. It says about 12% of the inmates on the planet, although black Americans, it says this is about 12% of all inmates on the planet. It says although black Americans make less than 0.6% of the global population, okay, right? E.T. will realize such numbers could only mean genocide and progress within the middle. See, they're basically pointing you out to be the criminal, man. They showed you that within that TV documentary on Netflix called 13, man. Okay, all right. So hey, it says that African Americans, which is the Israelites, Judah, have been singled out, right, for some horrible fate by the United States government, man. So those are the numbers right there. But let's see what the scripture says, man. Because here it is, you got Jake carrying out their punishment, right? You got Esau making all kind of merchandise as a result of Jake carrying out their punishment, okay, right? Because they put them into these different prisons, and what do? They make all kind of money off of them, man. But here's the judgment that's written within the scriptures, and I'm gonna go to the book of Zechariah, the 13th, Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 9th verse, because the Most High is a just power, man. Here it is, you had it to where the Lord's people suffer, okay? Now you're going to have it to where Esau's going to suffer. He's going to suffer real bad, man. The scripture talks about how there ain't going to be any of the house of Esau remaining, man. Them Jakes are out here and they didn't get the understanding of the scriptures that want of the elect. They're still going to make it on the other side. See, for Esau, that's just not going to be a thing, man. Okay, there ain't gonna be no Edomites out there in some random, some place out there, and they just, doing all right within the kingdom. That ain't gonna happen, and that goes to show you that them guys are talking about born not an Edomite. They're going off, man. They're going off. Okay, the scriptures doesn't talk about it. The scriptures talk about how that King David had a perfect hatred of them that hated the Lord, man. And that's how you're going to be. You're going to have a perfect hatred for them that hate the Lord. How much more so than the guy that magnifies himself and says that he is God, man. Esau's the one that says he's God, man. Okay? And so in like manner, he's the same person that hates the Most High the most, because what ultimately the Lord set it up to where Jacob was going to be the one that beareth the birthright. And he was just going to be a chop, man. Okay? So the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 9th verse, it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity. So we went into captivity by way of the slave ships. Now we're going into captivity by way of being called a criminal and so on and so forth. Well, that's happening. The scripture says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So the Lord set it up to where you've done all of this wickedness. Now you're going to receive the fruits of all of those wickedness. That's why the scripture says within the book of 2 Thessalonians 1:6, okay, how it's a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you, man. It's a righteous thing. It's the righteous thing with the Lord, man. He sees that as righteousness. Okay? He sees that as righteousness. He's talking about, your mother, your sister, your auntie, they all think they're righteous, but when it comes to implementing judgment, they don't do it. So they're not righteous. Okay? You got Jake out there talking about how they're all into the scriptures, okay? But they're not about vengeance. The Lord said it is a righteous thing with him to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you, man. It's a righteous thing to implement the balance, vengeance, man. The Lord deals with vengeance, man. And just how you destroyed the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans by systematic, whether it was systematic or whether it was in your face when he was lynching Jake and all of that, that's the same thing that's going to happen to these Edomites, man. Okay, so it says here, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the patience and the faith of the saints is the prerequisite of that is that the people that led them into captivity was going to go into captivity, man. That was the prerequisite of the faith and the patience of the saints, man. Okay, so pretty much with that, hopefully you brothers will edify with this setting. Okay, y'all watching me outside Raza. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Okay, and you brothers gotta stay up, man. You gotta watch what's happening out here, man. Okay, you gotta watch the different news outlets. See how Esau is moving, man. Okay, because it's gonna be moving real greasy out here pretty soon, man. You're gonna be trying to do all kind of things to try to get this word off the street, whatever and whatnot, man. Okay, but with that, I'm gonna say double honesty, apostles of GMS, honestly brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.